Hey guys, one-legged trapper here. It's a little windy. Apologize for that wind. We're driving here checking the beaver line. I got to run for the county here, and Hunter makes a cool spot right out of the window. He's going down here. Found a snapping turtle. This is a big one. Oh, and he's feisty.
Yes.
Chick's gonna be getting out of there. He's big enough. He might be able to get out of the back of this truck, especially with all the crap we got in there. He's used to handling the dead, half-dead ones in the trap.
Freaking dinosaur.
I think he's done tuckered out. Get him in the truck. Got things to do. We got to still go get carrots. I don't know how long he'll stay back there, but we'll see. Got to load it down 330s, some number ones. I forgot my 110s. So we'll have to make a trip back to the house, grab some shit. Forgot rebar for the drowning rigs.
Put some stuff on top of them.
I think he'll be alright right there.
Think so? They've
Yeah.
jumped out of the truck before.
Usually when it's not moving. Yeah, big old turtle. That's a big one. Alright, we're gonna hit the road. We got things to do. So that's the plan. We're just sticking around. Then they gotta go get ready to show calves. So they're getting practicing. They got 4-H stuff to do tonight. So.
Hands.
Well, maybe with any luck we'll fill the truck up with turtles.
My grandmother freaking dinosaur, man.
So that's what we got going on. We're just gonna keep rolling down the road here, and he's gonna keep an eye out the window. We're looking for beaver dams. I already called DNR so we can bust holes in them and everything. They know we're out here doing this. One, it's out of season, but I'm on a nuisance permit, so this is contract work. The turtles are just, I got a lot of buddies that like to eat them, so we collect them for them. But we forgot a whole bunch of stuff. I gotta go get home and get the 110s. Gotta go home and we're gonna run to the grocery store, grab a bunch of carrots, throw him in the barrel. With a little bit out, about 2.5-3 gallons of water. But they busted, county came out and busted open that dam that was up here. So I'm thinking, but there's a lot more water in here, so I'm guessing there's a bigger dam up here ahead of us. But we're gonna take it slow. I'll maybe come back in here and set a few muskrat traps since we're getting paid for them too. And yeah, farmer's out here right now planting. So we might talk to him because I'd like to get permission to trap this right up against the bluffs. And I'm not going to run a long line next year. But we're not going to run a long line next year. We're just going to do a couple travel out of town lines. So, but oh, Alright guys, well, we'll see if anything cool happens. Maybe show you a couple sets and how I'm doing it. I'm cheap. If you guys watch the channel long enough, you know I am when it comes to stuff. We're going to do some muskrat floats with just some 12 gauge wire, 9 gauge wire, and some number ones. So, and some, what do they call it? Laugh. So, alright, well, we'll see you here in a bit. Okay, guys, good evening. Haven't really been doing too much lately. We've been running a new trap line, pulling traps, getting things going. I think in the beginning of this video, I'm going to show you a video here of Hunter chasing down a big snapping turtle in a creek. We ended up catching another one the next day. We didn't film it on the check, and then so we went our 24 hours on our nuisance stuff and got everything checked out. And then so today's the first real check of the line. So we ended up with a whole cluster going on today. I really need to just have my daughter come with us and just film everything because it was crazy. We had a good time. We ended up only catching a small turtle and a muskrat on the line. But then all hell broke loose. So we went to go check them at the end of the day, and we ended up with a beaver and 2 extra muskrats. You may ask, well, one-legged trapper, how'd you do that? Well, how that worked out is while we were setting traps, we were shooting muskrat and beaver because they were just swimming right up to us. So each muskrat's worth 25 bucks to me, or to this customer. The turtle, not big enough to really do anything with. He's just a little guy. He didn't make it. Thought we had a muskrat run and ended up with him in a 110, just caught by his head. So, but yeah, we were sitting there literally setting traps. Me and Hunter are yelling back and forth across the creek because he's in the water, and 2 muskrats, one right after another, come swimming right down the channel on us. And so we got the gun out, and with my nuisance permit, I'm allowed to shoot them. So we shot the first one. The second one came through. I sent Hunter up ahead while I was working on some traps, getting them ready to go. He shot the second one, and then literally while Hunter's standing there, he threw the other one up, brought me the gun back, went back down there. He's looking for turtles while I'm getting traps ready. And next thing I know, I literally, right in front of him, a beaver comes ashore on him. I don't know where it came from, how it got there, but unless there's a den over there, but I wasn't in the water, he was. So I went and ran back up to the truck, got the gun, came back down, and then by then he was trying to get him with a stick. So he's chasing him down through the creek, and yeah, it ended up being crazy. So he's chasing it, and then tries backtracking. So I'm running back and forth up and down the bank trying to get a shot at this beaver. And next thing I know, I see it about 50 yards downstream. So as fast as my crippled ass could wobble down there, I wobbled down there, got a shot off in it, but it was still in about 2 inches of water. Got a good enough shot on it that it stunned it. I don't know where I shot it at, but that thing was just flopping. So Hunter comes running downstream in the water, which if you guys play around in water and chasing ducks before, you know what I'm talking about. So he's chasing this beaver down through the water, finally gets a hold of it, and let's just say he wasn't dead. I got to get new waders because I've never heard of anybody getting bit by a beaver, but Hunter got bit by a beaver today. So it was, needless to say, it made it through the rubber boot portion of my waders. It made it through his jeans, and luckily enough it stopped, and before it got too much of the skin, it just pinched him. So yeah, needless to say, then I was out of bullets, so we just had to, we ended up drowning a beaver. So you guys take that how you want. We're here having fun, but we got to get the truck cleaned out. I wanted to get a bunch more traps in today, but with the clusterfuck of an evening we had, part of my language, there was no setting any. I think we set 2 more traps, maybe 3 more traps, and pulled 2. So we really didn't gain any ground. We set 1 more trap than we originally had. But I just wanted to fill you guys in on the adventures we have. It's been like that. You should have seen the last turtle we caught. I was in the water chasing the turtle in waist deep water, and Hunter was on shore trying to show me where it's at. So you got me trying to run through mud and water chasing a turtle with 1 leg. I just need a camera crew. I mean, this is like crazy shit. I mean, just nuts. So now we got the tails cut off of these guys for proof of payment. At the end of the week, I snap a picture, send the county a bill, and then keep going. But this bill's kind of stacking up pretty good. So we got 3 muskrat tails, and I think that's about $325 sitting right there. So without giving you too much math, you got to figure out where you're at, who you're trapping for, and what they're willing to pay for it. It's me. I kind of set a price just to kind of get my name out there, and I'll change my prices as I get more renowned and I'm doing jobs, because then I could be a little more selective on the jobs. Like that last place, I should have charged a lot more just because of the hell it put me through. But we caught some beaver. I think we caught 6 out of there, maybe 8 out of that hole. I think we're up to 10 total, and we're up to, this should make number 8 or 9 snapping turtles for the year, and 3 muskrats. So not too bad for a good run for today. Again, I tried some baited 110s. Those are a push-pull kind of thing, and usually if they don't grab the carrot and push through the trap, they're going to grab it, pull it, and you'll smack them right on the bridge of the nose, because by the time it gets, you got to figure your trigger length. By the time that trigger comes back, and they're already pulling out of the trap, it snaps them right on the nose. There's a video on YouTube of a guy that does baited ones on logs, and you could see he's about 50, maybe 75% success, but for me, I'm 0% success on catching rats in those kind of sets. The problem is the water's deep enough, there's enough sign here, but there's not enough, there's no bank dens that I can find, and plus I can't really walk the entire creek looking for bank dens. So we're going to start doing some baited sets, carrots on some one by lath, and then put leg holds on either side. I'm going to try it. I don't have any hags brackets, so we're just using some wire, some 12 gauge, 9 gauge wire, and just making little prongs that the traps can slide on. It's a little more time consuming, but it works. So, and I just run really long chains. I can even do the same thing, stick a carrot in the bank and put a little one on the side of the bank, but I risk a chance of catching coons doing it that way and tearing out my number 1s. So I like the sticks in about knee-deep water. Kind of keeps the raccoons out of them. But, alright guys, well that's going to wrap it up for night tonight. We're having a beautiful night. My phone gets kind of glitchy this time of night. So, we'll tack this on the end of Hunter's video of him chasing that turtle we just see. And then, yeah, I wish I had some footage for today. You guys would have got a kick out of it. But I don't. Again, it's one of those things you don't think about. You're just jumping out to go check traps real quick down in the creek bottom, and I kind of figured if there was anything in it, I'd run up and grab it. But by the time I get down there, and I'm not going back up to get my phone. And plus, when we started shooting stuff and running and back and forth, there's no way I could have recorded any of that and made it look halfway decent for you. So, yeah. Well, God bless, guys. I know it's been a while. I'm a little out of date on this stuff and haven't gotten any footage out for you in a while, but I really haven't. I've been bouncing around a lot, working full time. I'm only checking every other day on the trap line. Yeah, and if I'm not working at work, I'm working at home. I'm gonna go. We got to clean out the back of the truck tonight, and then yeah, I gotta go load a whole truckload of mulch tomorrow, which, whatever. I did get a new socket for my leg, but that's a whole nother deal. So, at any rate, besides the fact, you guys take care. Have a good night. Hope you enjoy the videos. They're not, I mean, it's really hard for me to do this unless I can convince Autumn literally to chase me around with a camera, with my phone. But, no, again, we had another really good night tonight. I mean, as far as just making money. Oh, falling over. Like I said, new leg, and I'm tired. But we got the big beaver, the baby turtle, and the 3 muskrats, which are bigger than my turtle. So, that's what we're looking at, guys. Money in the bank. So, again, God bless. You guys take care. I'm going to get this truck unloaded. I don't know where, but I think it's just going to end up in the driveway right here for now. And then, yeah. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll check again. Today's Tuesday. We'll check Thursday and then Saturday. Hopefully I could get out Thursday, and if we get all the mulch out of the truck, then I can set more. So, we'll see you guys in a couple days.